Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to tell you about this podcast. It's called The DK Project, but it's really The Darren Show. The DK Project is a radio show, but without the radio. So sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
Let's go! Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by NRD Landscape Design Build. If you've been thinking about a project, give them a call. They can help with the design, the implementation, everything from start to finish. NRD Landscape Design, 952-212-2665. Or look them up on the web, nrdlandscape.com. Tell them you heard about it on the DK Project. Welcome back, podcast listeners, to the DK Project. We got a very special episode today. We're talking episode number 100. It doesn't happen very often. So what we did is we called in the Big Easy back to where it all started. Even though he's so busy, he doesn't know what to do with himself. I made it happen. I pulled some strings, talked to some people. My people talked to his people, and boom, here we are. How are you, man? It's been a while.
It's been too long. I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, baby.
Just so listeners know, we always talk how shoulder to the wheel we are.
Yeah.
I'm literally shoulder to the wheel.
Oh, Christ. Get off my back.
Coming from you live on Highway 100.
Going mobile. There's nothing wrong
Highway
with that.
61.
I
think it sounds okay.
Oh, for sure. I think we're okay. If not, we'll cut you out.
Screw them.
I got no problem with that. Screw them. The hell with them anyway. So what have you been up to, sir? We haven't talked in a while. We've been doing a lot of interviews and, guess this, guess that, blah, 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 blah. Let's get back to the basics here. We've got...
who needs guests?
No, well, and that's just it. We need guests because we need to fill slots. But
thanks to all the guests.
Yeah, exactly. I can't thank you enough for all the time. We've had a pretty good run. We're actually just wrapping up Shark Week on the pod. I just came up with that. My own Shark Week, baby. How about that?
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I know. I got some new toys since you were last on here. So we have to make sure we're utilizing them because when I'm interviewing these shark chasers, I don't get so much a chance to use my fart drops and my burp drops. So anyway,
let them free, baby.
Hey,
let them free.
I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of news items. We are in Minnesota, and I don't want to talk a lot of pandemic because I just don't care anymore. But we're going
pandemic.
Yeah, you're aware there's a pandemic, right? Oh shit! Did I let the cat out of the bag?
No, yeah, I'm aware.
Well, there is a wait a minute. Breaking news on the DK Project. Pandemic, baby. There's a pandemic.
Nice sounder.
Yeah, I gotta kick that up a notch. Anyway, so Mr. Walls, our fearless school principal, retired, who's now running the state of Minnesota, has decided to go mandatory masks. What do you think about this? Are you pro-mask, anti-mask? I'm not a big mask guy.
I'm an agnostic on it, to be honest with you. If it's, I don't have a big,
my ego, agnostic on it. Stop using the big words.
Meaning, if there was no mandate, I would be not wearing a mask. If there's a mandate, I'll wear the mask.
Is it?
It's easy as that. It's not some moral deficiency problem or controlling issue on this guy.
Well, do you get a lot of that though, where people are so cavalier? You ain't telling me wear no fucking mask, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And someone posted something.
You will tell me how fast to drive, and you will tell me where a seatbelt.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
I just saw that post. I just saw that post the other day, and it's like someone posted that, like, realize you didn't wear seatbelts till we made you wear seatbelts. We didn't make you smoke outside until we made you smoke outside. Yeah, and it's like, wear a mask.
I did not see that post.
Well, I know you're the social media giant that you are. But I think
that's how I feel about it. It's like, we get told to do a lot of shit.
Well, but even with that, what about, and I think you and I are on the same page with the food industry where, hey, maybe we should wear masks all the time when you're bringing DK his plate. I mean, like, really, is that a lot to ask? I mean,
for sure in the kitchen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a local sandwich shop that I go to that I'm sure you go to too, and we're not gonna blast him here on the show, but every time I go in there, I'm a little grossed out by like, come on, put the gloves on. Come on. Yes, he put the gloves on. Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Because you're like, God damn, dude, I don't want you touching my food. It's just not right. And
they're all masked up now. I was in there today.
Oh, were you really? You automatically know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I did the Kowalski's run today, and they're providing you masks. Like, we're making it mandatory, but here, have a free one. So I'm really just kind of collecting them now. Like, I'm going to get them customized a little bit.
Keepsakes.
I figure if I go through the hassle of getting it customized, then that'll be what ends the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. No, you put a lot of money into it.
Yeah, no, I'll get like 1,000 of them customized with the DK Project logo, and they'll be like, you know what? We don't need masks anymore. Fauci says after Fauci threw the first pitch out at the Nationals game, he decided we don't need any stinking masks anymore.
No way.
Thanks a ton. What do you think? Go ahead.
On that sandwich shop situation, I will tell you where the mask was a little awkward for me is I was waiting for my sandwich and I got my water.
Yeah.
Right. And I was parched and I put the old straw in. I take the paper off the straw and I'm like, oh shit, I can't.
How do I consume?
I can't drink the water in here.
No. Well,
but when you're thirsty and you're holding water with a straw, you really want to drink the water.
Boy, I could really go for a drink of this water. Couldn't you just go straw up the mask?
Well, I don't know.
Joe
sandwich pretty quick. So.
Joe Biden would have barreled that bitch right through the mask.
Well, I see that there's a mask company that's releasing one that's straw friendly. Like you can suck right through it.
Really? That seems counterproductive. Yeah. I do remember.
Yeah, I don't think it's really just for show.
I do remember in we'll say outside of high school because it involves drinking. When you and I were out with some friends, and I had offered one of these friends a can of beer, and he said, "There's no way I could draw off that little hole." No, and from that day on, it's been like the funniest thing ever. So that's kind of where we're at. Like, there's no way I could draw through a modification in the mask. I just couldn't do it.
Absolutely not.
But once you get to the point where you're modifying the mask, aren't you then like defeating the purpose of the mask? Like I don't know. Is that real? I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think you can compromise the integrity of the structure. It defeats the purpose of wearing it.
Well, and let's be honest. How many people out there are like regularly washing and disinfecting their masks? I mean, is it really like working after the first week anyway?
I always wonder, do I have it on right? Like blue side out?
Oh, I put mine on. We the wife and I were at we went into a grocery store over the weekend, and I'm like, oh God, I got a mask up. So I threw it on, and we're like, I don't know, 5 minutes in, and she turns around, she goes, your mask is on wrong. And I go, how do you wear a mask wrong? It's either, she goes, well, typically, and I thought she meant like upside down, like top to bottom.
Right.
And she goes, well, typically the white is on the inside. And I'm like, oh shit. So
well, there's no instructions on them. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Well, come on. That was pretty dumb.
Well, your words, not mine. I've got the wife has somehow connected with someone who makes masks. We have a lot of new masks coming into the house. We got 2-ply, we got 1-ply, we got big ones for the big guy, we got little ones for the little guy. I mean, we've got a plethora of masks at this point that I'm like, maybe we need to cut down on our mask budget. Like, how much are we spending on masks?
Or it's a nice touch. You could, like when you put, say 7 to 10 pairs of slippers by the door in a can for guests. You could do that with masks. Put a nice little tray with put 30, 40 masks in there.
I was thinking more along the lines of with different outfits, you wear different masks, like maybe coordinate the colors with the mask. If you go to somebody's house, like if you go to somebody's house and you roll in and they're like, hey, we wear masks here. And, oh, I don't have my mask. Are you taking a strange? Like that doesn't come in the box and is blue and white? Like if they've got like a homemade one, are you taking that? Are you like, oh, thanks?
No, I'm going, well, give me a shout when you don't wear masks here. I'll see you later.
You've got my number, right? Because I'm not playing the game. Sorry. I'm not, well, and I don't know if I told you this the other day. I had a situation and I wanted to get your take on it because it's a major and it really kind of like, like when things happen in your life and it kind of throws you for a loop where you're like, fuck, no, I'm not going to get that out of my head for a little while.
Yeah, I have one of those to share with you today.
Good. Well, me first, my show. So I'm at this dude's house, right? And sometimes with my day job, they're like, you're adhering to the CDC guidelines, right? And wearing a mask when you come over, right? I'm like, yeah, whatever. If you want a mask, I'll wear a mask. I don't care. So I go over to this dude's house and it's on the penthouse level of a condo building. And I'm like, knock on the door.
Is this a work thing? Or
yeah. No, it's for work.
Oh,
it's for
okay.
work. I don't have any friends that can afford a penthouse.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah, when we go in there. But so I get to the door and he answers the door and he's a little dude, whatever. I don't know why that's relevant, but he goes, you got a mask? I'm like, yeah, I got a mask. He goes, you want to put it on? I'm like, sure. So I put it on and then I go to take my shoes off as I do at every house I enter. He goes, and I'm like, you want me to leave the shoes on? Like, is that a pandemic thing? So I said, you know what? You don't know where I've been. I'm taking the shoes off. So I take the shoes off and nice dude. He's giving me the tour, blah, 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 blah. He goes, you got to come out on the balcony and see my award-winning tomato plants. He goes, I grow the cherry tomatoes because, with a bigger tomato, there's a lot of waste. Like, right. I totally agree. And,
what?
Yeah, I don't know. These people, they're different.
Oh, God.
So he's got a mask on. I've got a mask on. We're on the 12th floor of this condo building. Beautiful view overlooking the Stone Arch Bridge and the park and whatever's over there, that blue building. And he goes, come here, check these tomatoes out. And I'm like peeking over the edge, like not cool with how high we are. It's
real
suspended by a couple cables, not cool with me. So anyway, he goes, come down here and check it out. So we go down there and he goes, look at these cherry tomatoes. And he pops one.
Was your fear stopping you from fully enjoying the tomato experience he was about to unleash on you?
Well, I've been doing this a long time and I keep a pretty tight schedule. So I don't really have time to tiptoe through the tulips. We gotta stay on task. So anyway, I'm like, God, I'll come down and look at you. And stop the show. These were pretty nice tomato plants. Like, good job, bro. I don't much get into tomato plants, but hey, gold star, buddy. So we get down there and he goes, look at this thing. And he pops a cherry tomato off and he hands it to me. And I'm like,
oh God,
fuck, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I can't throw it off the balcony. I'm 12 feet up or 12 stories up. And then I'm like, is he thinking I'm going to eat it? Cause I can't put it in my pocket. It'll break, and then I got a mess. So I'm sitting there and I'm like working it in my shirt and, rubbing it in my hands. Like, I don't know what to do, So I ate it.
You're like, you go, as much as I would love to chow on this thing right now, I've got to show my wife this thing.
No, I fucking ate it. I don't care. I'm like, whatever. Like, this guy's still alive. I'm still alive. Hey, this is a snack. Can I get another one? Can I get two? They're small. I'm more of a big tomato guy. Thanks a lot, buddy. It was
just
really,
you're small.
It was really kind of weird because I'm like, I'm not sure we should be sharing unpackaged food, but whatever.
You mean the guy who asked you to put a mask on?
I know.
Bare hands you food?
Exactly. I'm going to run in the bathroom and lick the toilet seat here. I hope you're cool with that. Jesus. Give me some of that wild game off the balcony. Thanks, buddy. Jesus. But I just felt weird. And then it was like, once I ate it and he saw me eat it because I had to remove my mask to get it in the old pipe. He's like, You know, it was like that uncomfortable thing, like he had just saw my crank or something. He's like,
right.
You know, like, what do I do now?
You gotta kind of look down.
Well, so how about the twins coming back around, huh?
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, that was my weirdo moment of the week, man. I don't know. That was just what a sweet view, though. God, I'd love to live in a condo where you don't have to do shit. But
nothing.
Then when you got to take the dog out, you got to like go down the elevator and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
No dog.
Well, I'd love to say that I live in a no dog world, but I can't say that anymore.
Nope.
Bunch of bullshit. What uncomfortable interaction did you have?
Well, I didn't have an uncomfortable interaction. I had an uncomfortable moment with friends. We went down to the annual golf boating day. Yeah, remember last Friday?
Yeah.
And golfed 18, hotter than sin. I mean, seriously, dude, I'm not young anymore. It was like 90s and I'm golfing 18.
Or in condition to be out in that climate doing something other than sitting and drinking.
Yeah, that I mean, on the back nine, I was like, whew.
You want to call it?
Yeah.
My score is big enough for 18, so I can be done at any time.
Yeah. Everyone just want to keep a collective eye on me in case I'm just laying in a bunker somewhere.
Excuse me. How far away is the medical facility? Don't worry, Walter. They're choppering in a medic. So anyway, you did what?
So we golfed 18, right? We head to the butcher, buy the big steaks. It's total guys thing. So
damn me, man.
Yeah, steaks, potatoes, green beans. So we head over to the true. Head over to the boat and could not wait to get out because we anchor in Pepin. So we got down to Pepin finally and jumped on the floaties and tied them up and sat in the water. It was
that's
so
cool.
hot.
Hell yeah.
And the water was amazing. Like I can't even tell you that it's clean in Pepin.
It's almost it's almost too warm. There's some spots where like you would think someone would have pissed, but it's not. It's just there's a hot spot and it's like 80 plus. It's uncomfortable.
But you know what? Not in the river. Like it's one consistent temperature, probably because the current.
Oh, because it's moving. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was as comfortable water as I've ever been in.
Oh man!
And combined with the heat, I'm like, I'm not getting out. So
then the beers were sliding. Yeah, exactly. Found a floating cooler. Boom.
So we that was all good. So we
so far so good.
Yeah, we're hanging out and blah blah blah. We're gonna sleep on the anchor and we go down and it was so effing hot in the cabin.
Listen to you speaking nautically.
Oh, I couldn't sleep. So I'm like, I'll never sleep. So I got back up and I went out on the back deck, even thinking, if there's an insect, I don't care. I'd rather sleep. And 30 minutes in, trying to sleep. Do you remember I don't know if it happened here. There was a little bit of a storm that came through out of nowhere.
Oh, well, if it did, I don't remember.
Okay, so at 2:30 on Lake Pepin, like a storm came over.
Oh, really? And you're out laying on the back deck?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen that.
10 minutes into the storm, everybody in the boat was on the back deck, like holding shit. I mean, you know his boat. It's a good sized boat.
Yeah.
It was literally being thrown around like a bobber.
Oh shit! And he's got a contract on it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's we're anchored, but it's swinging like left to right.
Okay.
You know? So every time it swing around, it'd be broadside with the waves.
Oh,
and it just get hammered, dude. Like you're holding on to stuff.
Oh.
Then it swing back around, and the bow would be bobbing up and down like 6 to 8 feet, like a lot.
Wow.
And of course, he like desperately just wanted to get the engines going, but they were dead because we're using the refrigerators and the music and all that stuff. So he had to fire up the Jenny.
Yo.
and it's pitch black, middle of Pepin, no man-made light whatsoever. And I'm looking in the distance, and I'm waiting for lightning so that when lightning strikes, I can gauge where we're at, you know?
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Hold tight! Oh my God.
Okay. Okay. What kind of a time frame are we talking about here?
What do you mean?
Like how much time was all this happen? Like is this like 3-hour tour or what?
Start to finish was probably 1 hour and 45.
Wow. All right.
Of the storm.
All right.
So the lightning flashes, and I'm like, we are a lot closer to the shore than we went to bed.
Oh shit.
We were dragging anchor. It spun us around in the opposite direction of the anchor. We were moving, dude, while sleeping.
The Danforth wasn't holding. Sounds like my anchor world bullshit.
And ended up getting way too close to the shipping lane for the barges.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got fucking code red, dude.
It was a code. So that's what when I was saying, like, not like uncomfortable, but just more like instantly from fun to really thinking about something.
I don't want to die, man.
like I've never said this, but should we have life jackets on? I mean, I know you got to have them.
Just for shits and giggles, where would the life preservers be on this particular vessel? I'm familiar with the other vessels I ride on, but this one I'm unsure. That's so true.
What you're telling me is it's pitch black. We're drifting with current, and there's no engines.
Yeah, but we're going to be fine. I mean, really, I don't think the real hard stuff's going to come down for a while.
Oh, it was something, man. I'm telling you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's like when we were, I think it was my 30th birthday party, and we were on the bride had rented a big slug pontoon on Minnetonka.
I was there.
Yeah, I know. And we were out having a good time. And what happened is she went through my phone at the time, my cellular. I think it was a Nokia.
Flip.
And no, it was a BlackBerry. And she just called everybody in my phone and invited them to this party. So I had quite a mixed crowd, and it was beautiful out, having a good time, just crushing the bays. And then a storm rolled in, and we're in this big aluminum lightning rod, and one of the guys was not water friendly, and they're putting all the hatches down and snapping down all the side curtains and stuff to try and stop the blowing wind. He had the orange life jacket around his neck, standing in the middle of the boat, and you come up to me and you go,
"The perfect storm."
It's the perfect storm, dude. I almost pissed the boat, man. It was so funny. It's like, you're exactly right. It's this is the way we're going down.
Because it had like the clouds in front of us, the daunting.
Oh my God. Lightning,
Yeah.
Tunda. It was ugly, man. It was a serious storm. Good shit though. I do recall that.
Remember what followed that?
Oh God, Lord only know. No. I'm sure it
Some
was a
weird
blackout.
Some weird moments in what used to be the Mist, I believe, that bar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was different.
You'll have to remind me.
Off air.
I was working at my professional status at that point, so I probably don't remember a whole hell of a lot of it. Excuse me, I don't. I remember the Mist, but I don't remember that particular night. And
Sure,
but
it's understandable.
I'm sure it was my birthday. I'm sure I was all in.
Yeah, right, you birthday boy.
Oh my God, I totally have a lot of explaining to do. No, it's no big deal.
Nah. Hey, mind if I switch gears on a different? I want your take on something.
Yeah. What do you got?
You remember how, like, when you and I were younger, you could really prank somebody? Like,
Oh yeah.
prank them and it'd be just laughs. I get the feeling nowadays you could not do that, especially to a complete stranger. But I was sitting. I had a moment where I'm like, oh, I should, but I did not. I was sitting in my car in the municipal parking lot of Excelsior behind like Coalition, that side.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on the phone, and the car kitty corner in front of me, so adjacent, at a diagonal, two young ladies, I'd say in their, I don't know, mid-20s, maybe close to 30. Okay?
All right.
They come walking back, and they had apparently been shopping in downtown Excelsior. They had bags.
Okay.
So they go to get in their car, and the driver, she reaches down, and I'm the car right next to them. I'm staring right at them, and she reaches down and gets her car key from on top of her driver's side tire. Right, that's where she kept the key to the car.
Because she had so little clothing on, she couldn't.
Yes. Thank you for going there. Exactly. So
it's a new world, baby.
So there's a lot to consume here as a viewer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this thing like, oh, it's different. Keeping the car key there. Oh, no pockets on that outfit.
Yeah.
And she kind of, when she's reaching down, she makes eye contact with me.
Uh-oh.
So there was this moment like, and then she paused, like she's like, oh, this guy knows where my car key is.
Yeah.
Right? So she gets it, they get in, and they take turns. One goes in the back seat, undresses, and starts trying on the clothes that they had just bought.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's different.
Well, at least you didn't look like a creepy old dude at that point.
I know. I know. Kind of sunk down a little bit in the
seat. If there's a parking lot cam, this doesn't look good. Fuck. So this just creepy old man in the Excelsior parking lot. Watches two girls change clothes.
No, well, I wasn't watching. I mean, it was looking straight.
Sounds like you were. Oh, just the peripheral. Right.
Yeah. So they finish up, put the key back, and go shopping again. I couldn't believe it, dude. So they walk away. I'm like, it's taking everything that I have not to move their car across the fucking parking lot, because I know where the key is. I know they're gone.
What is that? What is that classified as? That's not.
Well,
is that? I don't know. Is that like a car theft? I don't think it is. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Well, first of all, you have the key. That's not stealing anything.
Yeah, it's goddamn. You should have, and then put the key back on a different tire.
Yeah, exactly. Put them on the rear.
Oh my
tire
god, that
car
is
next
top shelf. That would be so funny. Like I know, it was that fat semi-balding little creep that was over there in the car.
I'd be gone.
Get the parking lot cam out. That's crazy. You think they were stealing shit, or were they actually buying it? Any sign of a receipt?
I didn't run a credit card check. I don't know. I'm assuming they were buying it. It looked like they could buy it.
Well,
it looked like somebody in their family could buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. The funding mechanism would have come through on that one.
There was a funding mechanism at home.
The clutch. I
just thought it was weird. It was just a weird little 10-minute scene.
There's a lot of weird about that, dude.
Well, like, just go home and try it on. Like,
no, not when we're right here. Why would we do that?
You got to return it right now if it doesn't fit.
I bet it was stolen. I bet they stole it, and you just now you're aiding and abetting.
You think?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep, dude. You
Juicy.
are actually. There's some folks that want to talk to you.
After the show.
Yeah. I didn't tell them where you were, but they kind of knew. I think they were stealing. Yeah. There's one other thing I wanted to get to today, that I wanted to get your take on.
Yeah, fire away.
The Minnesota State Fair got canceled back in May, and we're big fair people here in the Minnesota. So,
yeah.
So they have concocted a 3-weekend event that you can drive your car through the state fair. You pay $20 per vehicle, and you can have, I don't know, up to like 5 people in your vehicle. And then you go through and they give you a menu and you can order state fair food as you drive through the fair. So it's like a parade of cars all going the one way. And you can order the food and eat fair food in your car as you drive through. And they're like, there'll be little sideshows and whatever. Is that not strange? But I'm somewhat interested. You know what I mean? Like, I hate going to the fair because I hate dealing with all the people and all the bullshit, but I love the food. Yeah. So like, if you could go and just cut the crap and just hit the food and get out of there without having to walk. I mean, come on.
That part is pretty appealing, although the fair food, multiple people in a car is not. I don't know, man.
Well, you don't have to bring you don't have to bring everybody,
Well, you go solo. God, that's like weirder than me in the parking lot with Excelsior.
I'm trying to envision, like get like a panel van and get like a panel van and bring a lot of people, so they can be back there drinking beer and this kind of stuff.
I would do it if you could put your crew on an open trailer behind the vehicle.
Yeah.
Get some nice
I think that
seating.
Defeats the purpose because now you're exposing again. Now you've got exposure.
Why?
I don't know, because you're out. I don't know.
Well, your windows won't be open in the car.
That's true.
Come on.
That's true.
Come on.
I'll give you that
6
one.
Feet, there's no car within 6 feet of you. That's just good driving.
Well, so I love where your head's at, and I'm glad you volunteered to get the trailer. But we should order tickets ahead of time so that we can do this, because we're talking. There's 16 food vendors that'll be featured in the parade. Sweet Martha's Cookies, Mousetrap Cheese Curds, those are the good ones.
Oh, I love those.
Tom Tom Donuts, and other favorites. Let me jump into the menu.
Yeah, so far I'm only hearing the real sweet and
turkey to go. Like, where you get the turkey sandwiches. You don't? They make a great turkey
sandwich.
Yeah, they do a turkey sandwich, and you could do like a giant, juicy 3rd-pound turkey sandwich for $9, or you get a half-pound for $11, or go for the leg for a 10 spot. But they also have a 5-pound turkey for $80.
A 5-pound turkey?
I just gotta have turkey. The French fry place has fries, sweet treats.
Oh yeah.
Mousetrap cheese curds, Q-Viet. I don't even know what that is. Egg woe, Prano Pop, Pitchfork sausage.
Love a Prano Pop.
Dairy Goodness Bar by Midwest Dairy. I'm thinking this is a win, dude. West Indies soul food. That could be good. I want to go there to get a foot-long hot dog. Give me a break, dude. Who's going to eat a freaking hot dog? You going to go there all the way for a hot dog? Well, get the hell out of here.
I do a Prano Pop. That's a hot dog wrapped in deliciousness.
Wrapped in fucking goodness.
Deep fried batter.
You know what? Here's a little nugget I found today. Because I actually went to Uptown to go to the Lagos Tacos because I got to have their nachos. And I was in Excelsior today, and the Lagos Tacos is open. Finally.
It is?
Yeah, because you cannot do to-go nachos.
No, it's horrible.
But they actually have some patio seating. They've overtaken that whole portion of the sidewalk there. It's kind of cool.
Oh, but
I
only outside, or can you eat inside?
I don't know. I don't know.
We even did it to go quesadilla.
Oh, really?
That doesn't even work.
Well, no, it shouldn't. You should make those at home, dude. That's children's food.
It was for my daughter.
Oh, well, then you're just lazy. Uh-huh.
That's what she ordered.
All right, so let's get into the sports segment here. What do you think of baseball coming back?
Well, hold on.
Oh, what?
Hold on. Let's run the trailer up the flagpole.
What?
Whoever makes these decisions. That would be pretty fun. Group of people on a trailer, beers, food.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. We don't have a trailer. We barely have a car with a hitch. And there's no way they're going to let that happen. Back to my Econoline van. I think that's the best bet. I think you get yourself a 13-seater and we social distance. Leave a seat open between everybody. So that means you can roll with 12.
Exact, good math.
But
my buddy's got a Mercedes Sprinter van.
Done.
LED lights and
straight bumping. Stripper pole. I mean, just asking
TV.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah,
because that would really be fun if you had a vehicle big enough where you could drink the whole way there. The people in the car, to make it, because you're going to sit for a day and a half outside of the fairgrounds waiting to get in, and then it's going to be dude,
and inside,
seriously, I got to take a piss
to get to each food station.
Well, you probably want to go on the last day so they work out all the bugs. I mean, really, that's the whole deal. I don't know. I have some interest. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we'll table it for now.
Well, and I don't know that any of these things are I gotta have it, but they do a cheese on a stick with jalapeno cheese. I mean, come on, it's legit. But any of this other shit you can get anywhere. Sweet Martha's Cookies is a scam. God, that lady makes money.
Millions. All right.
They're good cookies, though. I mean, really.
It's a chocolate chip cookie.
My family will take down a Buckhead, no problem. So anyway, over to the baseball corner. What do you think about opening day tomorrow? I watched an exhibition game yesterday with no fans in the stands. And
it's weird, I know.
It's just different, right? I mean,
yeah.
I couldn't hear. I was in a bar, so I couldn't hear if they were piping in music or not. So it's
well, on the I don't know that on the exhibition game they did the cheer thing they're doing tomorrow.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. They didn't.
Right?
They didn't run a test drive on that.
I don't know. I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they did. No.
Well, that's
because
dumb.
What they're doing with the MLB app, right?
No. What does that mean? You gotta
the
have
MLB app. Yeah, if you have the app open while you're watching the game and there's a hit or a strikeout or whatever, there's a button that you can hit for applause. And every time someone hits that button, it pumps applause into the stadium.
Oh, I kind of like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What kind of insider trading do you know about? That's super cool. How about that?
They did not add a boo option, which I think is pretty wimpy.
Oh, God. In this world of being fair about everything.
Seriously, you're going to hurt someone's feelings. You can boo? Kidding me?
There's like a bean 'em. Charge the mound. Throw at his head. I don't know. They say that the Twins are going to be solid. They got a 60-game marathon going. And what did I hear right that they have 6 days off in the whole season?
Yeah, it's crazy. But here's my prediction is because we do have a solid team, and it's just the way it works for Minnesota sports fans is we'll take it to the hill this year, and it'll forever be like an asterisk by the win.
Oh yeah,
they only won in the 60 games.
Yeah, they only played half a season, so they didn't get a full. We just usually start hitting our stride around the halfway, something like that. I get it. I don't know. I think what they're going to learn is that 60 games is enough. Like stretch them out. Oh my God, dude.
No. I'm not happy about the 60 game deal.
Oh, get a life. I mean, really, that's a lot of freaking whatever.
But that's the point, dude. So they're all good baseball players. The point is, it's such a long, grinding season. It takes that you got to put it all together for that length of time to make it happen. I mean, that's that's true. I need 162.
What? Oh,
I need 162.
Is that how many? I thought it was 120. They play 162.
Yeah.
Holy buckets of bat. That's crazy. That's too many. Too many. But are they getting paid the same, or do they take a per game cut? They got to take a per game cut, right?
They worked all that out. I don't know what else. I get tired of the money thing with sports, so I don't follow too much. But I know they worked something out.
Wow.
I did laugh. I was reading the paper on the football side of things, and the owners in the back and forth.
Yeah.
The owners proposed the players put 30% of their salary in an escrow fund in case they need it to, to pay for COVID related problems.
Oh, come on.
I'm like, oh, who at what board meeting did they think that was gonna fly?
God, that's horrible. I don't know.
Yeah, so wait a minute. You want the people who are on the field at risk and putting their bodies in harm's way to put 30% of their salary in an escrow fund so that the owners, come on.
I totally, that's awesome. I
know.
I think that there's some confusion to the fact that, they got rid of the exhibition games in football and they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that, but I don't know. Everybody's having to make sacrifices. The part that's troubling is that there's all these people that are, the ones who work the concessions at the games, the ones who, take care of the field.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are just getting railed. And someone had brought it up to me the other day about, they see these rock stars doing these concerts from home and shit. And it's like, they're fine. They got plenty of money, but it's the people, the roadies and the people who are,
roadies, yeah.
The ones who make it all happen. They're starving to death because, they got nothing coming in. So I think
they're not within any they're not a contracted thing. It's not a union thing. All the lighting people and the stage people and all that stuff. That's all per gig.
Yeah. And I, you got to wonder some of this free money that the government's giving out is going to run out soon, to where
next week
they're going to be in trouble. So I don't know. I think I really think that on November 4th, a lot of this is going to go away.
You think so?
I do think so. I gotta
jump it into the political corner.
No. I don't even want to. Although, did you see Donald with Wallace on Sunday morning?
No.
He had a little sit down in the patio.
I read about it. Yeah.
And I'm telling you one thing: you don't have to like Trump, and I'm not always a big fan of everything he does, but he is a how do you say it? Like, give credit where credit's due. Like, this dude is a monster when it comes to like conversation, controlling the conversation, and like statistic. And like, I don't know. It was just awesome to watch because he's like, give me the stats on that, and then boom, all of a sudden this piece of paper would show up. Like, he has got everything at his fingertips, and he's like if he was a car salesman, he would be really good at being you know what I mean? Like, he is at the top of top of the salesman game for what he's doing. Yeah. He's just, if he could just find a way to speak more polished and more tactful, I mean, god damn, it's impressive. I really think it'll be interesting to see what happens on November 3rd. Let's just say
this is petty, but I might as well throw it out there. I have a really hard time, and it would be with anybody, not just him. I have a hard time with every conversation. You have to say the same thing 4 times a slightly different way.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy to no end.
Well, and he does
if I was on a phone call with somebody who did that, I would just get off the phone call. And go,
just hang up.
Yeah.
I'm out. Oh, well, but I find it, at least it's going to be very fun, and it'll be some of the best TV we've seen in a long time to see the two of those two clowns to debate, man. It'll be must see TV. I just hope Biden makes it that long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be morbid and shit, but dude's on the verge of a major, like I don't want to say, anything bad, but come on. Yeah. I mean, Jesus. Trump said in the middle of that interview, they said, so are you saying, Wallace said, so are you saying that Joe Biden is got what is that? Dementia.
Dementia?
And Trump goes, I don't think he knows where he is. I mean, that's just premium. It really fits his MO. He's really smooth that way. Like, God, he's quick wit. He's
not afraid to say shit that presidents normally shy away from.
That's the problem. He doesn't have a filter, which if he had a filter, you can't. I don't know. I don't want to get into the political corner. It's our celebration, our 100th episode, baby.
Man, did you ever imagine 100 this fast? Come on.
Well, what do you mean this fast? It's been a long journey.
I know.
It's been a lot of.
That was the funny part.
A lot. Oh, yeah. Well, and I hold on. No, but it this all started off as a fun thing we were going to try because of the radio gig not being what I wanted it to be, and it's really been a blast. I'm having so much fun with it, and it's starting to gain some traction, which I really like. And we're starting to get a little bit more of a following. We've been in talks a little bit about doing a regular morning show, which is what I wanted from the beginning. But it's not always as easy to do, and especially nowadays. I just had this conversation with a guy. It's like, you know how you're saying with your luck, whatever it was gonna go the wrong way. It's the same thing with me. I get my podcast rolling, and now everybody's trapped at home. So what do? They start a podcast.
Yeah,
like,
there's like a billion.
There's like a billion of them out there, and every topic under the sun, which is great, but it's one of the, same thing with voiceover. Everybody's locked in their basement recording commercials all of a sudden, and they need to go back to their real jobs and leave my shit alone.
It's diluting the market.
Yeah, well, and I think once all these people go back to work, it'll have the opposite effect where it'll be a tidal wave behind them of stuff that's not getting picked up or done because all these people had to go back to their real jobs. Because in reality, the money they're making right now to do, to survive is going to run out, and they're going to have to go back to their job and live on their normal money and blah 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 blah. So it's interesting, but it's been a lot of fun. We've met a lot of cool people and had a lot of interesting conversations as of late with all these interviews. I never had planned to be an interview show, mix them in now and again, but it's been nice because they're readily available. Let me tell you, it's helped get us to 100 episodes. They say that's kind of the benchmark of whether you're going to make it, like be around or not, because a lot of people struggle to make it to 20. So right. It's been a ton of fun, and we're gonna keep doing it until they don't let us do it anymore. So it's all good, baby. But we got to wrap this bitch up. You got to get back on the grind, and I got to do the same. So thanks everyone for listening. We will follow up with another episode as we always do. In the meantime, tell a friend, get them to subscribe, give us a review. The more you guys tell people, the more it spreads, and the better, and the more shows we can put out, because it's all dependent on the listeners. So spread the word. We thank the Big Easy for calling in, and we'll catch you guys down the road with the next episode of the DK Project.
Later, DK.
Bam! That's it. That's the end.
That's a wrap.
Read the shtick!
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, thedkprojectpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.